afternoon, everybody. Ollamh here, and welcome back to Let's Play Space Quest 6, The Spinal Frontier. So, we have...
Smooth move. You've got his keyring.
Okay. So we had... I had to look something up real quick. There was an added thing...
You don't see any way of turning... You pinch it.
There was a little thing that we had to... that I had to look up, because we have to do something with this. So, this is the little scanner thing that we found, or that we were given. We can, there was an extra thing in the booklets and stuff. It's technically not copyright protection. It's just a puzzle that required you to have your manual as well. So each of these has, each of these is a specific thing. And basically you have to set it up, you have to do it so that everything is set up in a specific pattern. So like the subspace emitter should not be used on IRK 7. Let's see here. Things that we do know. Tachyon transmitter should use the dentium chips. So we need the TT and the DEM, which is fine. And should not be placed in array C. So this does not go in C. Recalibrating fractor should be placed at the sensor array A. Okay. So the RF should be sensor array A, and should be set to IRK9. Okay, now the DIM, I'm not sure what chip it's supposed to be in there. The feedback cutter offer won't work with the Pentium chip and should not go in B or C. So it's either D or E. The feedback cutter offer... Okay, feedback cutter offer is either D or E. And the plate that uses IRK3 should use the dentium chip. The plate and sensor D must be set to IRK5. Okay. Now the tachyon transmitter should not be in C. So that could still go in B or E. B, D, or E, technically. Let's see here. So one should be placed in E. One must be set to IRK1, and the remaining one uses Septium's chip. Okay. So we know that one is not E. We know that one is not E. The subspace emitter should not use 7. The particle shield should not be placed in array E. So, wow, that is just a whole lot of stuff that it's like, yeah, there is a trick to it. Okay, there is a trick to it. And the trick to it is, basically, the trick to it is in the manual it gives you like the tachyon transmitter. Is it one? No. Is it basically it's a process of elimination. But as that would be really, really boring to watch, we're just gonna go ahead and say, all right. So the RF is here. That is 9, and it uses the SPN. Boom. B is the TT with the DEM and 7. The PS uses the FER. and is 1. The FC is there with the rep chip and 5. And the SF, or the SE, is there with the dim chip and is 3. So provided we didn't fuck things up terribly, and actually, speaking of which, we are going to save. We are going to save, motherfucker. Okay,
Seems to
so
be something stopping the data quarter from transmitting.
it is now transmitting a beacon. It is now transmitting out saying, "Hey, we need help. We need help. We need send help." So all right, but something's blocking it. No, not a big deal. Let's see here. Pockets, card. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. And we're just gonna boldly walk right on in.
Well, well, well.
Hi.
The worm is out of the hole. So,
Yeah, whoa, what the fuck was
you have
that?
to ask yourself, do I feel lucky? Well, do I, punk?
A box of You poke and prod amongst the moddies until you find a moddy labeled churlish. Being intrigued by the word, you glom it. Incidentally, you might want to look up the word churlish before you do anything stupid.
Yeah, I loved that as a kid. So what?
You rummage
Churlish.
around in the box to look for something useful, but all you find is an almost complete set of line dancing in zero-G daddies. Only Volume 2, the Achy Breaky, appears to be missing. The room seems to be...
Okay, so there's doesn't look like much else in here.
Surprisingly, it's a pile of books. Surprisingly, you have no... Surprisingly, it's a... This optical disc-based multimedia entertainment system has a slew of powerful graphics and audio coprocessors. A unique flexible architecture is extremely high-priced and plays a half-dozen really bad arcade games.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
A 3DOA.
Haha.
It's a burlesque.
Aha! Burlesque Moddy. Now there's there's a Moddy for you. Oh baby. All right, so let's look at our pockets. Notice the churlish one looks like it's kind of like the chain.
Body seems to be loose.
Yeah. So now
It looks vaguely like your hiney after it's been... This is the data quarter.
So now we have a burlesque Moddy that's actually marked as being a churlish Moddy.
It's apparently...
Really? Can't I just unlock it permanently, please? Alright, so now we tell him, hey, looky, buddy.
Thinking it was the churlish Moddy, he pops it in place.
Oh! Oh! Them's your buns. And those are very tiny, tiny buns. For a guy that built, those are some small, small buns. Alrighty then. So that happened. Let's grab his belt. He won't be needing it where he's going.
It's Nigel's belt.
Okay, so we have personal grooming and, something.
It's the damping field activity.
Aha! Mm-hmm. All right, so now
This button.
we turn on the power. That should start sending out. The dampening field's no longer there, so the signal should actually get out. And hello. Yep. Wow, that was a quick rescue. Hi.
Hey, here's your fish.
What? I don't want the fish. I don't want the fish. I don't want the fish. Okay? Thanks? Whoa.
Stellar, you picked up my homing signal. I can't believe I actually made it work. Now no one can say I spent a little bit too much free time in the bathroom with Popular Tektronix.
Popular Tektronix, who are you trying to kid? I know what you were reading in there.
Mm-hmm.
What was that voice, Roger? I thought I heard something.
Wait,
Hey,
what?
no attention,
No,
Stellar.
no,
It was
no.
probably just a mechanical flatulence from the ship.
Wait,
Anyway,
spaceship
we received a
fart?
transmission from a nearby StarCon communications monitoring platform.
Right.
They told us of some unusual signal originating from the area of polysorbate 60.
Uh-huh.
We dialed it in, scanned the coordinates, and found you.
And I'm thankful you
So
did.
what are you doing in this sector, Stellar? I thought you were stationed on the SCS Heinz 57.
Really?
I am. I had some leave accumulated and decided to take it. This is kind of embarrassing for me.
What?
I actually
You
came
have
to see
orange
you.
eyes.
I've been thinking about you a lot lately, and I was curious about what you'd been up to, so I decided to visit. And when I arrived here, I found you had just left for shore leave on polysorbate. I decided to follow you down and try and catch up with you. When I got to that dump of an inn and found you'd been kidnapped by those thugs, I searched around, but could find no trace of where they'd taken you. That certainly is a strange place. I decided to beam back up to the deep ship and try to locate you through your transport communicator signal. When I'd returned, I found you'd left it up here on the ship. I didn't know what to do then until that call came through from the StarCon installation. You're a lucky man, Wilco.
So has our ambassador
Yeah. I guess
baby
I am.
mama had a baby?
If you hadn't gotten there when you did, I'd probably be a victim of some serious cement poisoning after those geeks chucked me off that balcony.
Terrace.
What?
Well, actually, it was a terrace.
Whatever.
Right.
Thanks, Stellar. I sure owe you a big one.
It doesn't matter what it's called
I'd
if you
sure
get
like
thrown
to
off
collect
it.
that sometime. But let's talk about you and me. Perhaps I could take you to dinner sometime soon.
I'd like that, Stellar. I'd like that a lot. The thing is that I kind of have a relationship with another, and I wouldn't feel very comfortable about that. I mean, it wouldn't be fair to her. You understand? Not to mention the fact I'd be wearing my sphincter for a necklace if Beatrice ever found out. I hope you do understand, Stellar. I like you. I think I even more than like you. I don't know where I got this inordinate sense of loyalty toward Beatrice.
I believe the word that explains that is fear.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pound sand, pal. Please know that were the situation any different, I'd be making that date with you right now.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Friends, co-workers, buddies. That's all this is gonna be. I guess I knew it somewhere inside. I just didn't want to believe it. I guess I admire your trueness of heart, however misplaced. But I feel much more inclined to
Well.
damn you for it. I know that's selfish, but it's how I feel. I must admit it shows something more about you, more depth of character than I gave you credit for, Wilco.
Thanks.
Well, I'm patient if you ever have a change of heart. Well, Roger, we should see what we can find out about those subhuman walking
Yeah.
monsters that had such a keen interest in you. I don't suppose you heard their names.
No, but I did get this neat personal grooming assistant. It needs a little cleaning, but...
That's great, Roger. Don't clean it, though. Take it to the sick bay. There's a DNA analyzer there. We can scan the contents and perhaps use the results to get some names and information about these guys.
Good
Right.
thinking, Stellar. I probably would have thought of it, eventually.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm sure
Totally.
you would have, Roger. Look, I've got to go to sick bay and get some treatment for my back after that not-so-graceful rescue.
Oh, yeah, that.
Not my
sorry.
fault.
Well,
not
I'll see
my
you
fault.
there.
Dude was throwing a fish at me. I mean, that's enough to fucking freak anybody out. Wow.
I'm receiving a message from StarCon.
Notice the like
Computer
Super
on
NES
screen.
controller in the middle of his kitty bed. Awesome.
Hello, Commander
Whoa.
Kielbasa. I
No,
have a new
no,
directive
no,
for Deep Ship
no.
86.
Admiral Toolman?
This is actually a special request from me, Commander.
No.
As you may know, I
No.
served with Admiral Bluntfang during the
As
Fallopian
Grand Admiral
campaign.
Thrawn.
Admiral Bluntfang's widow is involved in building an off-world retirement community. They are almost finished, but have requested assistance from Deep Ship 86. Commander, please extend
Why?
her every courtesy. You know, if things go well, this would not look too bad in your personnel file. I will let Sharpay, the Admiral's widow, explain further.
Right.
Hello, Commander Kielbasa. As Admiral Toolman mentioned, we have almost completed our project.
Valanies?
But could use StarCon assistance. To be honest, Commander,
That
I
sounds like
pulled
Queen
a few
Valanice of
strings,
Daventry.
But this is
The
an
fuck?
important mission, I assure you. Since you are scheduled to be present for
I'm
the
not okay with
dedication of
this.
the Golden Light Years Retirement Center anyway.
I understand there's
I
only
hoped
so
you
many
might
voice
alter your
actors
travel plans to
within
accommodate
Sierra
an
at this
earlier
time,
arrival.
but
From the information provided me by my old friend, the Admiral, you would be able to warp here within a
No.
few hours. I require some assistance from your ship, as well as one of your crew members. Allow me to explain.
I still get the feeling they're talking about me, and I'm not happy with that. I'm
Meanwhile, back in sick bay.
not happy with that. Roger, did you just like strip down? Oh great, I have the fish.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilco. The sequencer is for use by trained personnel only.
I'm
Obviously,
trained.
you don't fit that description. I'm afraid I can't allow you to use it.
Come on, Jebba, be a pal. Who'll know?
Cheba.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilco.
What do I have?
Don't touch that.
It's the doctor. What do I have to do in order to?
Ease, Jebba. Who's gonna know? Let me try this one thing. I'll be out of your way. No one will find out.
I don't know, Mr. Wilco. I'm not one to break regulations.
I am.
I really don't think it's a good idea.
I swear, it'll only take a minute. We're out in the middle of nowhere. No one will find out. And I'll tell you what, anytime you want,
Well,
it'll only take a minute.
well, okay. But
Okay.
just this once.
No problem.
All right.
I really don't know.
So we have the permission to use the DNA sequencer, and we're gonna have to save again because that is all the time we have for today. As always, thank you guys very much for watching, and stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions.
If you wanna see some
Cheerio!
crazy and also lazy, then you should meet me and my friends. Even
They,
though got
we
no
don't,
money,
we
sure
like
is
our
so funny.
people. We
Everything's
like
better
our
with
people,
them, we're
but
just
we don't want them
starting
in our
over.
castle or
We don't
on our
worry
grounds.
about
So,
tomorrow, we
Thus,
just
the
do
special system was born and was augmented with skills and perks.
waking up, that's
You could really detail your character based on an idea of who